Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines live sessions. So yours truly once again, Franz Rodriguez, your pageant correspondent. And we are live simultaneously on our Facebook page and of course on our YouTube channel. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and follow and like our Facebook page as well for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please follow us on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you have any questions later for our guest, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below, and we will definitely ask your questions directly to him. So once again, this episode is being brought to us by Celebrity, a celebration of tea of a lifetime. All right, so we are back. Yes, all right. I definitely believe that you are all excited to meet our guest for tonight. And our esteemed guest for tonight is a Misters of Filipinas 2021 candidate hailing from the city of Manila, Santa Mesa. So he is a 24-year-old and a graduate of psychology at PUP Manila, currently working as HR specialist and a young entrepreneur. Now, guys, please do help me to welcome our guest with a virtual applause. The pride of the city of Manila, Santa Mesa, Randell J. Urian. Yes, hello.
Hi,
Good evening,
hi, sir.
Randell.
Good evening to everyone watching.
So, kumusta, Randall?
I'm fine, sir. How about you, sir?
Wow, I'm doing very well, Randall. Of course, thank you for
That's good.
asking. Hindi ba mabaha dyan?
Actually, baka yesterday, bumaba ako. So, yun, baha. Especially along, dito sa BMAP, dito sa bandang PUP.
As always, no?
Ano,
Siyempre, yan na yung coming from Espanya all the way there, no?
yes.
mm So, buti naman wala kang pasok tonight.
Actually, day off ko during weekend.
mm
I'm working from home from Monday to Friday.
Oh, so ang ganda ng schedule ha. Working from home from Monday to Fridays. Tapos, 'Di ba? Parang ano lang, parang daytime pa, no? Maganda yung daytime eh.
Ayan. Yes, sir.
Okay,
More
so we have some viewers right now. Good evening to everyone. So, Jan, Ezekiel, Laura, hello. And of course, Rahim is here once again. Thank you for watching, Rahim. And Gerald Dacal Montero, all the way from Ilocos, hello, good evening to you. All right.
good
So,
evening.
guys, once again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. All right. Okay. So, Randell rather. Randell,
Yes,
how do
your
you
friend.
want me to call you? Is it Randell or RJ or J?
You can call me RJ.
Oh, RJ. Okay, good. So RJ, I believe that the intro that the things I've ordered the profile I just mentioned during the intro a while ago isn't that enough yet. So aside from what we have already mentioned during the intro, what else can you share us about yourself? Something that's very interesting.
Okay. I joined this competition by myself with the support of my family and friends. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
dito pa so I don't have any support like manager or anything to help me throughout this journey. But I still managed to join the Church of Filipinas because
Mm-hmm.
I want to inspire a lot of people, especially young generations, so that they can fight for their dreams
Mm-hmm.
and they can do what they want in life as long as they go for it.
Absolutely. So, meaning you have been dreaming to be part, at least, or to win one of the crowns of male pageants in the Philippines. Is that so?
Yes, actually, I knew Mr. of Filipinas ever since when I joined a national pageant. It's Mr. Olympic 2015. So I already knew that time Mr. of Filipinas, and I promised to myself that I will join Mr. of Filipinas in the future.
So, you mentioned that you once joined Mr. Olive C. So, that's
Yes,
basically one of a soap brand pageant, right? Am I
that's
correct?
right. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And how old were you? Because as far as I know, Olive C is for teenagers back then.
Yes, yes. Yes, I think I joined I joined Mr. Olive C 2015. I think that time I'm about 18 or 19. So it's for
Mm-hmm.
teenagers actually.
Mm-hmm. So how was your experience back then? Was that the first pageant that you've ever joined?
Actually, it's to take a French class. I joined pageants before, even in school, in high
Mm-hmm.
school and in the UP.
Mm-hmm.
One and national pageants like Mr. Olive. So I joined
Mm-hmm.
a lot of pageants because I think it's one of my passions.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. That's nice. Huh? Okay, so from your experience, from your experience from the previous or on your experience from the previous pageants that you've joined, what do you think you have learned that you can basically make use of it for Misters the Filipinas?
Again, sorry, the last part.
Hmm. um what is that something you have learned that you
Okay.
can make use of it for Misters of Filipinas?
Um, actually, I joined this. Um, I joined pageant because ever since my family and friends um, support support me. And
Mm-hmm.
and by the time being, I realized the essence of pageant. It helps me to
Mm-hmm.
become a better person. It helps me in improving my communication skills and my relationship with other people. And I think joining pageant before and having that learning experience, I can apply it in
Mm-hmm.
this particular.
Mm-hmm.
And and this time it's different. I am matured enough,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what the organization is looking for.
Maturity.
Yes, service.
Oh, that's nice, huh? And so, let's try to take a look on this. Okay, just give me
Okay.
one sec. Mm, so, at age 24, I believe that you've already graduated in college. So,
At the age of 20,
mhm.
I graduated college.
Oh, at
Yes.
20, you graduated in college. So, you must be working by now. Hi to my
Yes, I,
friend, Visitacion Rosario, all the way from Cagayan Valley. Thank you for watching, my friend. All right. So, VC, if you have any questions for our guest tonight, you can just drop your questions down below and we'll definitely ask your question directly to him. All right. So, yeah. So I believe that you are already working by now. RJ. Mm-hmm.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, Tito. I'm working
Yes.
for almost 4 years as HR specialist. So I've
Mm-hmm.
been with different companies. So I work
Mm-hmm.
with in a startup and in a multinational company, and I also
Mm-hmm.
work with different nationalities. So I really value diversity.
So you just meant it's an HR specialist you said, right?
Yes, that's right.
So what do you mean by that? Are you working as a third party HR or
Um,
an in-house HR?
Actually, I'm an in-house HR for our
Mm-hmm.
company. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
handling specifically recruitment.
Mm.
So I'm recruiting currently with Outreaching. I'm recruiting um, different bilingual professionals for both for our office here in the Philippines and also in abroad.
Wow, that's nice. I hope I could apply there.
I guess right.
I hope I could apply and you will be my interviewer naman.
That's not a problem. You can send
Oh,
your
that,
resume.
wow. Sige, sasend ko yung resume ko dyan, magiging HR. Ganun, joke. Okay. So, I believe that being HR is very much administrative job, a kind of very
Yes.
administrative job. So how can you apply that to your to your on your journey, rather, on your journey at Misters of Filipinas 2021?
As an HR specialist, you need to be disciplined all the time, and
Mm-hmm.
you always need to have sense of responsibility. And I think those
Mm-hmm.
qualities I can apply in joining Mr. Filipinas.
Oh, wow, that's great. Yeah, you know what, VC, I would really love to read some questions coming from you because I know that you will definitely give great questions. Except for political questions, of course, I won't really ask political questions to our guests. All right. And so, okay, do you have any questions, guys, for our guest, for RJ? Maybe RJ, may I just ask, no?
Okay.
May I just ask, what was your reason for joining Misters of Filipinas? We have several, rather, we have several male pageants in the Philippines right now. So why did you choose Misters of Filipinas other than these pageants?
Mr. Francois, you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from being one of the best, one of the prestigious male pageants in the Philippines, I joined
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Philippines because way back in competing in Mr. Odyssey, that time I heard that Mr. Neil Perez won Mr. International Competition, and I really admire
Yes.
him and his inspiration in joining Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Philippines. And I also
Mm-hmm.
want to become an inspiration to other people through my advocacy.
Mm-mm. Actually, Neil Perez is the very first Mr. International from the Philippines.
Yes,
Mr. Yeah,
that's right.
it was in 2014 when he won, and up till now, he's still, he's still doing very well. And I just saw him last Thursday during Miss World Philippines gala night, charity gala night. So he was there. All right. Oh, someone's asking of your age and height. Well, Janet Ezekiel, let me answer your first question. He is already 24 years old. Are you interested with him? Just kidding. So, um, let us know.
My height,
Tell us your height.
I'm 5'8".
He is 5'8". All right. So, anything else that you wanna ask Jan, Ezekiel, Laura? I think every time you watch Pageant Mag Philippines live sessions, you're always asking of the age of our guests and their height, especially for men. I don't know why. I just always uh I always notice that question coming from him. Okay.
Alright.
My friend is asking who inspires you in joining this pageant, or who inspires you to join Misters of Filipinas 2021.
Um, my inspiration in this pageant is my family, because until now they still believe in my ability, that I can
Mm-hmm.
still join pageant. And now I'm adult. I have my I already well educated, and I have my advocacy, and they want me to go out there and show that I can help in simple ways. My advocacy is helping our local farmers. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
built my own coffee trading business.
Oh, definitely we'll be talking more about your advocacy later on. So there you
Okay.
go. There you go. My friend Visitation, my friend Visi. So I hope you were satisfied with his answer, right? So he he's got an inspiration, his family, all right? So there you go. Now, RJ, we are going to play this time. Have you ever had? This is for us to
Okay.
get to know more about you. Okay?
Okay.
So this is the
I'm
time
fine.
for you to reveal something. Just kidding. Okay, so I believe you are very much aware. You are very much aware of this and familiar, rather.
Yeah, I heard that before, and I
All
played
right.
that with friends. I
Okay.
think.
Have you been watching our show, our episode, rather?
I watched one episode with my co-misters of Filipinas
Mm-hmm. All right.
candidate.
So you're now on. You're now on his seat. Okay. So here we go. Can we start? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, good. So, have you ever had worn an oversized or undersized pair of shoes?
Um, I have, because
Mm-hmm.
actually I think it makes hide my body. That's why I wear oversized t-shirts.
Mm-hmm. It was an oversized.
Yeah.
Good. So, mm-hmm. All right. So, hello, Vince von Kaiser. So, he's from Olongapo and is an aspirant for Mr. World Philippines. Oh, good luck to you, Kaiser. Von, rather. Yes, VC, it's always the family. Family is
Yes.
the best inspiration, I'm telling you. All right. So, have you ever had snacked out from home? Have you ever sneak out from home?
Yeah. Yes, I have. Sometimes when I go out with my friends at night during college,
Mm-hmm.
because that time I still living with my parents, so I sneak
Mm-hmm.
out.
Oh, see, everyone could definitely relate with you. Yes, hello to my cousin. Hello, Ate Fritzi Padla. Hello, thank you for watching from Pasig City. Good evening as well, Arnelius Emby. What he's watching on our YouTube channel. All right, so let's continue. Um, RJ, have you ever wished to be a girl?
I never wish to be a girl. I never have because I know my parents, my mother sacrifices. You know, it's difficult to bear a baby, so I don't want to be a girl.
You never wished to be.
But I know her
That's good.
struggles.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
All right.
I don't want to.
Okay.
But I actually admire them because
Of course.
because they always overcome their struggles in life,
Mm-hmm.
especially being a mom.
All right, yeah, all right. So, oh well, my cousin Fritzy is a mother, right? So there you go. Salute to all the mothers, di ba, Ate Izzy? Ayan,
Yes.
there you go. So, have you ever had a crush on your instructor or your professor
Um, I never have because
or teacher back in high school?
in high school I don't remember anything. I think I think of them as my second parents,
Mm-mm.
as second parents. So I respect them and I really admire their teaching, their life
Mm-hmm.
lessons. So they like my second parents.
Nice, nice. All right. So, hi, Arnel. Yus will definitely ask your questions in a bit. So, please just stay tuned, right? As we are still getting to know our guest. And RJ, have you ever had worn your brother's clothes?
Yeah, Tita Francois, I never have because I don't have older brothers. But maybe my younger brother. Uh,
Mhm.
those those
You wear your
most of my
clothes.
old, yeah, he's wearing it.
Oh well, what brothers are for, diba?
Actually I wish to have a older brother too, so that I can
Mm,
borrow.
yeah, that's all right. That's all right though, since you are already earning anyway. Yes, you're
Yes,
welcome, Ate Fritzy. Okay, hugs, 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 din for everyone. All right,
thank you.
so you're welcome. All right, so have you ever had sold any of your pre-loved items? How about that?
Yes, yes. Actually, I actually posted in before. I posted to some sites like Carousel to sell my pre-loved items because I think um I can they can they can those clothes can still be used by other people
Oh, how
instead of
sweet.
throwing it.
How sweet. Yes, hello, Zari Balikwas. Wow, mabait siya. Yes, mabait siya
Right,
nung high school kami. Napaka-neat, napaka-neat pa. Gandang lalaki siya. Iba rin
Thank you.
ang may fans, di ba? Okay, have you ever had fallen in love with your best friend? How about that?
I never have
You never
because
had.
usually I fell in love with stranger, not with my friends.
Oh, see? Talaga? Parang love at
Yes,
first sight, ganon.
yes. I believe in love at first sight.
Iba rin. Okay. RJ,
How about you, sir?
uh, what?
Do you
What?
believe in
Love at
have
first
have you
sight?
been falling in love with your best friend?
Best friend? Oh, it happened to me, but it did not pursue. Just kidding. Anyways, I did not pursue rather. Anyways, have you ever had eaten some street foods or Pinoy street foods just like chicken isaw, chicken intestine, Betamax, and the likes?
Of course, sir. I have. I
Mm-hmm.
actually love I actually love quick quick
Oh, quick, quick. What about
and
Betamax? I love Betamax so much.
yeah, I also eat Betamax.
Mm-hmm. Diba?
I think
Masarap.
even though they are not healthy, but I think it's because of craving. It's part of our comfort food.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's healthy or not. Basically,
Yes,
because well, if you just eat once in a while, diba? Not just for everyday meal, diba? So, all
yes,
right.
Tito.
Yes, Dandy. Thank you for watching once again. Yeah, we will definitely ask your questions in a bit. All right. Okay. RJ, have you ever had too much fun at a party?
Um, I have during my
Mm-hmm.
college days,
So
but
how
I'm not
far?
that. I'm just tipsy, not that drunk,
Not
not
that
that so drunk.
wasted.
Yeah, because
Uh-huh.
I need to go home. Like I don't look like crap because during college maybe my parents will hold me.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right
just
then.
tipsy.
So tama lang, 'di ba?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. How about have you ever had tried cutting classes?
I never have because ever since Tito, actually to be honest, my parents are very strict in terms of us going to school
Mhm.
from elementary to college because
College.
they want to focus on our studies. And even though it's strict, it's helpful because I achieve many goals in life with that strict parenting.
That's nice ha. Just to share po pag dumadaan siya sa hallway ng school, tigil mundo ng mga girls even Becky's. Or talaga lang. Grabe, ganun siya ka ano. Ganun siya ka magnetic. No? Okay. So I believe guys that those simple have you ever had really help us to get to know him well and sorry, wala tayong na-reveal sa kanya. Okay, so we will definitely get back to you guys after this short break and we'll be talking some social issues and his advocacy when we return. Okay, please stay tuned, guys. All right, we are back with Santa Mesa's Manila City, City of Manila, Santa Mesa's Bet, Randall J. Urian. Okay, so well, there is a question already here from. There you go. We have from Dandy. What is your advocacy and how can you influence the youth to follow?
Actually, even before pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
I started September last year. I started my own coffee trading business which supports our local farmers.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to use that advocacy to actually our farmers are heavily affected by the pandemic. They're
Yes.
they cannot deliver their produce to the market because of the recent lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from being a coffee lover, I started my coffee trading business with the purpose, which is to help them by bringing their produce to the market so that people have access to those products and we can all support the products of our farmers because actually I'm selling local ground coffee. They are much cheaper and they are made in natural way. So if we can
Mm-hmm.
support them and we can help them in simple way, we can help them rise in this pandemic. And I want other people to be informed, to be informed inspired on what I'm doing, even it's simple.
Okay. So you said that it is about marketing. It is about marketing your coffee, right? From farmers to
To the
everywhere
market.
else. All right. To the
Yes.
market. Okay. So
So
basically,
the
you are
market.
trading, right?
That's right. Yes.
That's right. So basically, you're trading. Now, how can you make this beneficial for the farmers? And I mean, it's priced to the market. It's priced when it comes um, in comparison, rather in comparison to how do we call this, to the department store. I don't know how do you call, how marketing would call that.
Um, Actually, I help them in terms of bringing their food because of the pandemic, as I've mentioned earlier, they're unable to deliver their produce to the market because of the lockdown. That's why my purpose is to help them to bring their produce to the market so that people we can support and buy local goods because that will be a big help for them,
Right.
especially
So
in
yeah. So my question is basically the comparison um
okay.
of the products that you get from them, 'di ba? Comparing to the ones that are in commercial. There you go.
Uh,
The term
okay,
commercial. Mm.
actually, I'm getting their product in bags, in
Mm-hmm.
sack.
Okay.
Compared to supermarket, it's already packed. And
Okay.
most of the coffees in the department stores, the supermarkets are actually taken from abroad.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need to support our local products. We need to buy our own because it's more cheaper compared to the ones in the supermarket.
Because they are exported, right?
Most of them are exported.
Imported, right? They are
Yeah,
imported rather.
exported. Right.
Okay, so yeah, definitely. Since they are imported, it definitely it becomes more expensive
Yes.
for us, 'di ba? Yes, choose local. Mabait na anak 'yan. Ay, anak niyo po siya.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Hello po. Hello po, Ma'am Joy. Ba't hindi po kayo Urian? Joke. Just kidding po. Okay, so there you go.
We always
Um,
ask questions.
I'm sorry.
Actually, at Tito Franco, I was I'm from a broken family. My
Mm,
parents got separated when I started in college, but actually they doing fine. They're both amazing. Both of my parents.
wow. So I'm really saddened for what happened to your family, but seemingly you're a happy family still, despite of what happened. So, that relieves my sadness, diba?
Uh,
Okay, so yeah, good. That's good. That's good to know that you are all well. Okay, and the
yes,
relationship is really very important. That's really what matters. Okay,
yes.
thank you so much, Ma'am Joy Jojo Condeno, for dropping by. Okay, so thank you po sa support niyo po para sa anak niyo po. Ako na nagpa-thank you.
Thank
Ayun.
you.
Mhm. Okay, so as far as I know, RJ, we have been or poverty has been one of, it's not just the most pressing, but one of the oldest issue that we are trying to get over, and one
Okay.
of the factors that they are basically considering is education. But most would always say that it is indeed education that is the fact as the root cause, or saying that it is the root cause of poverty. Where do you stand on that?
I certainly believe, Peter Francois, that poor education is one of the main causes of poverty because there's so many families that cannot provide or they cannot afford quality education for their children. And
Mhm.
I think we should take consideration the true um, root cause of poverty, which is I think is unemployment. Because if we can able to provide and we can able to create new jobs and help people land into jobs, then they can able to provide for their families and they can give the quality education that their children deserve.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. When we have better education, when we receive better education, there is really a
Later,
possibility for us to land a good job, right? And yeah, jobs could definitely, a good job or quality job could definitely help us as well to, you know, to improve our living, right? Hello. Can you hear me? Ah, nawala siya. Yes, guys, he's currently experiencing some technical difficulties. So we will definitely get back to you guys as soon as he was able to, or he will be able to fix his. There you go. He's back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi.
hello,
Can you hear me? Okay, we will definitely get back to you guys. Yes, hello, we're back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
hello, Tito, Mr.
Yes,
Francois.
yes. Hello, 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 hello. All right, guys. He's just experiencing some technical difficulties, and we will definitely get back to you after the short break.
Hey, Tito, can you hear me?
All right. Yes. Good evening. Are we good?
Yeah, what happened? I don't know what happened.
Perhaps something.
I think,
Well, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Your mic is. Perhaps your mic.
okay. Actually, I can see you earlier.
No. I intended that.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, I intended to put you on screen. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So there you go. All right. So we are back, guys. We are back. So there you go. We were talking about education a while ago, as well. as according to most of the respondents, they're saying that education is the root cause of poverty
Okay.
in the Philippines. However, um, our friend here, Mr. RJ from Santa Mesa, is telling us that it is not true. Okay, so and he was explaining that by having a um, good education can definitely lend us to a better job opportunity. All right. So, um,
Okay.
yep. So, RJ, there are also some issues about women empowerment. So, people or somehow some how shall I say some respondents or authors would or psychologists, let me call them psychologists rather,
Okay.
um, are claiming that men are already threatened by the women empowerment, especially that there is this a statistics that shows that women and that literacy of on women is much higher than men. Do you believe that women empowerment is threatening men's masculinity?
I think we should not take that as a threat.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I haven't seen that that report, but I appreciate that women is literacy rate is higher than men. But I think we should look into the bigger picture, which is improving all of the literacy of all of the Filipinos, regardless of the gender.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can do that by providing quality education
Mm-hmm.
so that we can be considered as globally competitive.
Wow, that's right. So it is not definitely a threat to women empowerment. It's definitely not a threat for I mean on men's masculinity. Now, my next question is, um, what are what what makes man masculine, and what are those that are not considered to be masculine?
Women are known to be to, that we are strong compared
Mm-hmm.
to women, but actually some people consider that being so emotional is being not men. But
Mm-hmm.
but personally, I think as a psychology graduate, I think it's normal that we can should that even men can express their own emotions, their
Mm-hmm.
feelings, because as per the studies, men have the high risk in terms of suicide. So we should let men to at least burst out their emotions, their
Mm-hmm.
feelings, and we should likely like us, they should hear us, hear our problems,
Mm-hmm.
so that
Oh,
we can
so as a psychology graduate, RJ, now, so where do you think, um, where do you think is this somehow suppression from on men's emotion is coming from?
as what I've said earlier, men they we taught ourselves that we are strong people, that we will
Mm-hmm.
never cry. I think that's where we suppress our feelings.
Okay, so the notion of being strong tells us men that, or tells men that they should not be like very emotional, right? Is that so?
That's right. That's right. Actually,
Okay, and well, how can you address this? How can you address this yourself?
personally, I'm not afraid to cry. Even
Mm-hmm.
I have problems in life, I always go to my loved ones to tell them my struggles. And I'm a person who always take advice with other people, especially from my loved ones. because
Mhm.
that's what makes me better.
Yes, that's right. Don't be afraid to show off your emotions
Yes,
because this can definitely help us to relieve what we are feeling inside. Right?
yes,
So,
yes, for
mhm.
sure.
All right. So we have a question coming from Jomar Digamon. The Philippine economy is down and struggling. So now that vaccines are out, do you think it's about time to open tourism despite the new variant threats? Why or why not? Pa-shoutout na din po ako. Thank you. Hi, Jomar Digamon. Thank you for dropping by. Okay. I noticed you all most of our live. Thank you for always watching. Mhm. Go ahead. Shout out mo rin daw siya.
Hello, Jomar. So to answer your question, I think to fully open tourism, I encourage everyone to get vaccinated so that we can go out safely.
Mhm.
But we still need to consider the choices of other people if they do want to get vaccinated.
Mhm.
The most important thing is that we are following minimum safety protocols
Mhm.
by wearing face mask and face shield, and always making sure that we are healthy.
All right. Just keep eating.
Yes,
Right. Thank you so much, Jomar Digamon, for that question. Okay. And another question is coming from JC. Would you rather be contented and happy for what you have, or rather strive harder to achieve more than what you have? That's nice.
I choose to become contented and happy on what I have right now
Mm-hmm.
because I know I work hard from it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a stable job and I have a business, and I'm happy that at least I'm helping other people, our local farmers, and I'm happy with that. And happiness goes to my family, which is as long as I'm seeing them proud on what I am achieving in life, that's my definition of success.
All right, so there you go. He'd rather be happy and contented. Actually, that's definitely correct, no? Because if you are happy and contented, definitely, that's what success means all about, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so let's move on. Okay, RJ rather. RJ, have you ever heard of adolescent fatherhood?
Yes.
All right. So, um, during these days or during this generation, right? So, most of the Gen Zs or somehow the millennials would consider premarital sex as just part of a relationship. What can you say about that? What is your take on this?
My take on it is that in life we all have the right to choose
Mm-hmm.
what we think is good or right for us.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should always take into consideration that we should be responsible in our own actions
Okay.
because it affects our future.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, given that uh, statement coming from you or from what you have just mentioned, that we should just be responsible and um like we should know, we should be responsible and take action of whatever we take action to, right?
Yes, that's
All
right.
right, so we should at least be responsible. Now my question is still somehow about that. Since there is an increase of adolescent fathers right now, of course we all know what it means by adolescent fathers, right? And
Yes.
in your own opinion, is it a norm to do um is it a norm to do premaritals, especially in teenagers or adolescents?
living in a very conservative country like
Mhm,
Philippines, I think it's not a norm, but it happens.
mhm,
Premarital sex happens. What we, I think the best thing that we can do is um, to at least if we have young fathers and young mothers, they need our support, acceptance, and guidance because
mhm,
actually they are suffering with health, like mental condition, and even like mothers, like young moms, they are suffering with guilt and depression, so they
mhm.
need our support.
All right, that's right. So, um, well, we can. Where should be this education should start? Should it really be started at a classroom or in education sector or in the family as a basic unit of the society?
Yes, the basic unit. It should start in the family because if
Mm-hmm.
your parents can educate you as early as like you are child,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that would be best. And the additional is that learning from school by having proper sex education.
Mm-hmm. As a curriculum, is that
That's
so?
right.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. Okay. Hmm. Any questions, guys? Please do drop your questions down below. Okay? Baka maubusan ako ng tanong. Joke. Okay. So, I know that you are also aware yeah, you have already heard so much about LGBTQIA,
Yes.
right?
Of course.
And, well, just a straight question, are you for them or against them?
I think all of us deserve to be happy, and we all have the right to choose what we want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I'm pro LGBT community because we should always consider acceptance.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, do you consider yourself as an ally or a
Yes, yes,
member? Mm-hmm.
of course, because I don't mind whether I have friends like part of LGBT community, and actually they are good friends and I respect them.
Okay. All right. Oh, freedom. Yeah, freedom. All right. So, thank you so much, Azari Balikwas, for that for being very interactive.
Yes.
So, as of the moment, LGBTQIA plus plus is one of the much affected, one of the much, shall I say, discriminated at the moment. Now, considering that that genders are basically men and women, right? Like male and
That's
female, right? So these are basically the basic genders that we know, correct? So,
yes.
um, why do we still have, or why LGBTQIA plus plus it still needs to get recognized for another gender when in fact equality per se is what they are calling out for?
I think they we can consider them as a gender because it's one of
Mhm,
their rights because it's all of us have equal rights on
mhm,
what we want to have for
mhm,
for for us. So
mhm,
I think it's fine. I'm fine with that. And if that's what makes them happy,
mhm. So this actually leads me to ask you if with how you with how you answered a while ago, does it does this mean therefore that gender is a choice?
Yeah, in life we have right of choices of what we
Mm-hmm.
want to be, and
Okay.
um, what we need to do is to respect the decision of other people, because who are we to take that happiness from
Mm-hmm.
them? And I think we are living in, it's already 2021. We are living in a much trend world. So I think um, we should take it consider.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, um, RJ, for that. Oh, shout out from Rahim. Oh, shout out now.
Brothers, brothers.
Yeah, got it, quiz. Sabi niya. All right. So, a question coming from Jay Alvarez. What is your take on Sogi Equality Bill?
Can you help me to at least Tito Francois to elaborate more the Soji?
Sogi Bill. So this is
Yeah,
basically a
sexual
law.
orientation, gender identity. What is it? What, expression, right?
Yes, expression. That's right. Mhm.
I think that like what I said earlier, we have all of us have uh in terms of equal rights, all of us are
Mhm.
equal to
Mhm.
have rights, and I think people should consider
Mhm.
what LGBTQ is pursuing, because what I've said is if we are living in the new world right now that's full of accept.
Okay. Um, one of the um one of the, one actually of the things that Sogi Bill is asking for or to
Okay,
push is basically the same sex marriage.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
so well, we all know once again sexual orientation and gender identity expression. So that's basically what Sogi Bill is, right? Now, they are Sogi Bill or LGBTQ or Sogi Bill is basically asking for legalization of same-sex marriage. So, what's your stand on that? What is your take on that?
I think like divorce, and like it's like divorce, because my stand is that we should always understand why they need this right,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes they feel they it sometimes they are not protected by the government, especially in terms of same-sex marriage. And my take with that is having at least a right in civil union.
Yes, that's right. I
Yeah.
definitely agree with you with that. So, because yeah, I definitely agree that same-sex union could definitely make them a rightful partner, right?
Yes.
Instead of marriage, because I definitely have a high value on what it means by marriage. So,
Yes.
marriage is very sacred for me. So, you mentioned a while back about divorce. Um, nagkaroon tuloy ako ng ano, I was able to I was actually thinking of a question on divorce. Now,
Okay.
what is your stand on divorce instead?
As I mentioned earlier, we should respect the other's needs. Like diverse in terms of um, couple or married couple. If they feel they don't love their partner anymore because of some um, unexpected circumstances, so at least we can at least respect their decision, and they can get they can get it, but with valid reasons. But we should always actually be so normally um, if you get a divorce, especially you have kids, it's very harmful to your kids. But but as long as they have both partners have good understanding about their separation, and they still become a good parent to their children, that's fine.
Okay, so to just summarize what you have just mentioned, are you for or against divorce?
I'm pro divorce.
You're for divorce.
Yes,
Okay, because just like what you have mentioned, I know where you are coming from. Since you
yes,
just mentioned a while ago that you're coming from a broken family, um, but making divorce in the Philippines as legal or legalizing divorce in the Philippines, um, well, on my own opinion, I am not actually for divorce. It's not
I
that,
understand.
yeah, because, well, just so you know, right? Just so you know, when this divorce get legalized, that doesn't actually, or when when a couple is actually divorced, okay, they are not actually their marriage is not actually cut off, okay.
Mhm.
I mean, their marriage is not being invalidated. So
Okay.
when you get divorced, there's still a marriage in divorce. However,
Hmm.
you were just given only a um somehow a right to get married once,
All
get
right.
married again. Okay, so
Hmm.
since I have a high value on what marriage means, it's very sacred for me. So I wouldn't want to get married unless it's the marriage is invalidated, and that is annulment, because
Yes.
we have annulment in the Philippines.
And as well
Yeah.
as dito, as well as legal separation, I think you have as well.
Yes, we have a legal separation and we have um, what do you call that?
And
Annulment. However, legal separation and annulment are two different forms.
okay.
Okay, when you when you are legally separated, that means that live you cannot live in one roof. So
I see.
physically separated, but you cannot get married.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, while in annulment, your marriage will definitely be invalidated from the very beginning. Okay, meaning there are some factors why this marriage could be invalidated. So that is why it goes through a process.
Okay.
Okay. However, the um, if the fact or if the reason is valid, so there the annulment will definitely be granted. Okay, compared
Yes.
to divorce, yes, you
Mm-hmm.
get divorced and you get married, but
Okay.
your marriage from the first partner is still bonded.
Okay.
Yun. So that makes me think that in divorce, you get to become polygamous. Yon.
Okay.
Ayun.
Thank you so much for
So,
the
mhm.
information dito.
So as according to my friend, no divorce in the Philippines.
Okay.
Yes, that's right, my friend. There should be no divorce in the Philippines. Yeah.
And
So
dito, I think that's a good thing that at least to give me some information so that because in life we can always change what we stand. It
Mm-hmm.
depends on the information that we are getting. That's
Yes.
the very important thing.
Yes, that's you are basically correct, and I understand you because it wasn't really explained well how divorce is being um how what divorce is all about, because from the very definition itself, when you speak of divorce, it's the dissolution of marriage. So do you
Okay.
we all know what it means by dissolution. Parang tinunaw lang siya. So ibig
Yes.
sabihin, kapag ka tinunaw lang 'yon, hindi ibig sabihin na nawala siya.
Okay. I see.
Gets?
All
However,
right.
in annulment, void, null and void, 'di ba? Ibig sabihin natanggal, deleted, invalidated, 'di ba?
Okay.
So yun
Yes.
yung ano niya, yung nullification kasi when we define annulment, it's the nullification of marriage. 'Di
Yes.
ba? So ibig sabihin nananalify siya. Yan. Ibig sabihin tinatanggal siya. So yun yung difference ng dalawa.
Okay.
Okay?
That's it. Fine.
Ayun. Alright. So parang ang haba ng pinag-usapan natin, ha? Mhm. Alright. So, oh, Samantha L, the question is somehow political, so I do apologize that that we cannot be able to ask that. So there you go. Yes, agreed. Nullification is walang merits at all after all. So wala, tinanggal talaga lahat. Yan.
That's
Kumbaga
it.
as in tinanggal. Yes, we cannot ask political questions, Samantha L. All right. Thank you so much for dropping anyway. Okay. So, we have thank you for the support, my friend. Okay. That's Dan Dijan Estrella from Cebu. All right. So let's talk more of your advocacy. Oh, we've already talked about your advocacy pala. I'm sorry about that. I got carried
Really.
away. I got carried away. All right, guys. When we return, we'll definitely play with our guest. So napakasimpleng play lang. So please just stay tuned once again, and we will definitely um, get back after a few short break. All right.
Okay.
All right, we are back once again, guys, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with us. All right, so just like what I have promised, we are going to play a game. Is
Play.
it done? Yeah. Well, do you still want to entertain some questions? Oh, there's still another question in here. RJ, is it okay to ask you from Joe Smith? All the candidates are good looking with advocacies just like you. What separates you from them, and why should you not lose the crown?
I think what makes me unique is that I'm doing my advocacy even before joining this competition.
Mhm.
And I promise to continue doing that even after Mr. of Filipinas. And I believe I have all of the qualities that a man of the world should have. I am a responsible person. I am always committed, and I have the sense of responsibility on all actions that I do. Second, I am purpose driven. Like what Joe said, we all have advocacies. I have my advocacy as well, which is supporting
Mhm.
our local farmers.
That's right.
And I want to become an inspiration, especially to our young generation. And lastly, I think I possess a good attitude and the
Mhm.
maturity of a Mistress of Filipinas.
All right. So he's more matured now, guys. He's no more matured now, Joe, that he can definitely handle everything. How about if they ask you to change? If, say, for example, you
Okay.
already won the title, and the organization would like to change your advocacy to another. Are you open for for that, for replacing your advocacy to another, to a new one? As
I joined
well,
Mistress
of
of
course,
Filipinas.
as well as according to what they want to you to do.
Tito Francois, I joined Misters of Filipinas with the advocacy close to my heart, which is helping our local farmers through my
Mhm,
coffee trading.
mhm.
And if the organization wants to change my advocacy, I'm fine with that. And I will support the advocacy of the organization. But as I've said, I feel if I win, I think one of the reasons is that I inspire a lot of people through my own advocacy.
Perfect. All right. So there you go. Napakabuti naman nito, 'di ba? Masunurin. All right. So just like what Hi Francis, do you still have a question? Okay, because we are about to play the game, Francis. Okay. So if there's no more question, okay, we'll proceed to our exercise. All right. So here we go.
All right, Tito.
Hmm? I'm sorry about that. Revealed na. Okay, so can you see it now on your screen?
Yes,
All
Mystery
right.
Crown.
So, yes, these are mystery crowns actually, and we have six mystery crowns. All right. So each of these crowns has word or words, okay, that corresponds to each. Okay, so it could be just like in a form of a fast talk, wherein you can just choose, or you can just choose between the option, and then um, you can just make a comment why you choose which. All right.
Okay, Tito.
Are we good with that? All right. So I'll be asking you to choose only three, one after the other. All right. So which one do you want to go first?
I'll choose number three.
Number three, Instagram or Facebook?
I'll choose Facebook because it helps me
Okay.
to interact to most people, and I can post some of my stories or what I can share to my newsfeed. And actually, I use Facebook Messenger to communicate with my loved ones.
Mm-mm.
That's why I use Facebook.
It's more user friendly and it's the convergence of all
Right.
social media platforms, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a pahabol question. Is it okay with you
Yes.
before we proceed? All right.
Go on,
Gusto
please.
gusto niya. So it's from Francis Campo all the way from Cagayan Valley. Santo Nino, right? Santo Nino, Cagayan Valley. So, given a chance to win the title, how would you, or to win a title, how would you like to help the LGBTQIA plus community?
Um, Aside from my advocacy, actually, as a candidate, and if ever I win Misters of one of the titles in Misters of Filipinas, especially Man of the World, Philippines, I can help by at least being a voice that they are not
Mhm.
alone, that I believe in their fighting spirit, and I believe on what they are fighting for,
All right. So,
and I'll be
Francis,
one of the support.
So there you go, Francis. You
And
know who to look after. Yes, go ahead. Mhm.
and and dito and Mr. of Filipinas is a huge platform that wherein I can be a voice not just to LGBT community but to those young people or young men like me who want to achieve that they should not that they are not alone, Tito.
Mhm, mhm. All right. Thank you so much from Francis Campo. All right. Let's proceed. So, which crown would you like to pick?
Crown number two,
Number two, jeans or slacks?
jeans or slacks.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer jeans because
Jeans.
recently I always wear jeans. Even in work I
Mm-hmm.
wear jeans because I think it's more comfortable than slacks
Yeah.
because
Diba?
I yes Tito it's more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And it can fit any tops and of course footwear, right?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So for the last pick,
Number one.
number one, same-sex marriage. Oh, we've already talked about
Uh,
same-sex marriage,
yeah,
and
maybe
you've
number
already
four. Because it's
yeah,
number.
all right. Let's go to number four instead. Leathers
Yes,
or
Tito.
sneakers?
I prefer leather.
Wow,
Because
Cardo.
maybe yeah, maybe Tito because of the quality.
Uh huh.
And since I'm an HR, I'm an office worker, so I usually wear leather.
Leathers. Yeah,
Yes,
kasi for admin, right?
that's right.
All right. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, RJ, for playing with
Yes.
us and for gracing Hajanai Philippines Facebook page and YouTube channel. All right. So, would you like to send a message to anyone? Would you like to address to, or well, it's your time to promote your projects, your social media platforms, and of course, your business.
First of all, Tito, I would like to thank you because I got the chance to at least tell my story. As I said earlier, this is my first like interview, so I'm happy with that. And I also want to thank my family and friends who always support me in whatever I do, especially in my journey here at Mr. Filipinas. Thank you so much for all of your understanding and patience. And yeah, I think that's it. You can you mentioned Tito about the social media.
Yes, yes, that's right. You
Okay,
can ask them to follow you on your social media platforms.
you can follow me in my Instagram. It's at Randell Urian. In Facebook naman it's RJ Urian.
All
And
right.
I would like to take this opportunity as well to I hope you can you watch my advocacy video uploaded in Pep TV YouTube channel.
Mhm. All
And
right. So, go ahead. Your business.
okay, my business this like my business FB and Instagram. It's RM Beans Philippines. Let's support local. Let's support our local farmers because they need us in this pandemic.
All right. Good. So, thank you so much once again, guys. And of course, how shall I say? You know what, RJ, this is not yet the end of the show.
All right,
Okay,
Tito.
so there are actually some people at the backstage who also want to send some of their words of encouragement for you. Okay,
Wow.
are you
Thank
ready?
you. Yes.
All right. So
Thank
VTR
you.
play.
Hi, Quiz Rans! Advance congratulations to your journey in the pageant industry. Hope to see you soon. Always remember that we, your friends and family, are always here to support you. God bless you and see you soon. God bless and laban.
Hi, Randell. Good luck on your
Thank you.
Masters of Filipinas journey. We're just here cheering for you and alam namin na kaya mo yan. Best of luck!
Good luck, RJ, on your Mr. sa Filipinas journey. Kaya mo yan, and nandito lang kami, your friends and family, to support.
Anak sa mabuting kalayang kaanan. Congratulations. Pinagmamalaki kita. Pinabati kita.
Hi, Randell J. Urian. Anak, sana nasa mabuti kang kalagayan ngayon. Alam ko, unti-unti mo na natutupad ang iyong mga pangarap sa buhay. Natutuwa ako, ikaw ang naging isa sa aking anak na masunurin na anak at matulungin na kapatid. Higit sa lahat, may takot at respeto sa Panginoon. Good luck. Kaya muli, congratulations. God bless.
All right, there you go, Randall. So
Oh,
you've got your families and friends. All right.
yes.
So thank you so much once again. Thank you to your sister. What was the name of your sister once again? I forgot. I should shout out for her. I lost her name. Ah, yeah, there you
I
go. Oh
have
no. Oh, what's
Patricia,
her
I think.
name? Yeah, Patricia. Yeah, thank you so much, Patricia, for collecting all those videos for your kuya. Kuya, right? Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank you
collecting those
so much.
videos for Kuya and for working with me. All right, so thank you so much once again, guys, and thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow night we'll definitely see you once again at 6 p.m. and at 8 a.m. So we will have two interviews tomorrow night, one from Miss Earth and another for I know tomorrow night. Sorry, tomorrow night wala pala kasi supposedly tomorrow is for Miss World Philippines. Unfortunately, Miss World Philippines is being moved on August 8th. So tomorrow is my free day. I'll see you then on Monday. So at 6 p.m. and at 8 p.m. All right? So once again, guys, if you have not yet followed this page, please do like and follow this page, Pageant Mag Philippines on Facebook page. And also we are on YouTube. Please do subscribe and click the bell notification on our YouTube channel for more pageant updates and for our pageant flicks. All right. And we are also on all social media platforms, TikTok and Instagram. So even on Twitter, by the way, so you can also follow us on all our social media platforms. So have a great night, everyone. Good night to all of you,
Stay
and
safe.
see you soon once again on Monday.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.